Hey guys, so here is the deal. This is a 2006 Toyota Highlander, and the issue we're having, if you look down here, is that it has this massive oil leak on the passenger side of the engine. And let's pop this open. When we try to look for the leak, it seems to be coming from somewhere down there. Very hard to see exactly where, but it seems it would appear it's coming from behind the timing belt cover. But I just learned that it could be something else. It could be possibly the oil pressure sensor. With high mileage vehicles, that is known to work itself loose and then start leaking. So I'm gonna take off the tire, and behind the flap that you see right there, I should be able to have better access to the oil pressure sensor. And this is the is it the ZEFE engine? Whatever it is. 3MZ FE engine. So you have the 1MZ, 2MZ, and this is a 3MZ FE engine. They're all aluminum engines, pretty reliable. V6 came in 3 flavors. You would find them in a variety of Toyota Highlander, Toyota Highlander hybrids, Toyota Camry V6, Lexus 330, Lexus RX, and also the Toyota Kluger. So those are the vehicles that would have this engine. And this one, of course, it's a hybrid. So I'm gonna see how I can tackle that, and I'll let you guys know. I already got the replacement part. Let's see if I have it available here. Well, I can't get to it, but if you look in there, you'll see it's sitting on the chair. So that's the part I'm gonna be using. Finish here taking off the tires, and I'll let you guys know. All right, so I've taken out the plate, and if you look, it's kind of tight. Let me turn the camera, sorry. Right there, that plug goes to the oil pressure sensor. So I'll unplug it, and I think I'll try to get a wrench and take it out. All right, that's what it looks like. This wheel doesn't have any belt on it since it's a hybrid. So the wheel is just it's on the flywheel, on the crankshaft, sorry, and it's just hanging there freely. And like I said, these engines, they're aluminum. They're not cast iron or anything very heavy. So dry weight is about 370 something pounds for the engine itself without the transmission. Alrighty, so this is what it looks like, and you can see the leak, and that's the plug right there that I'll be taking off. Okay, I'll be right back. So I am back, and I do apologize. What I showed you guys earlier was not the right spot. The right spot was actually a little bit higher up, but still in that same vicinity. Let me turn the camera, and you can see where I actually took the part out. Let me zoom out a little bit, and you guys can see right there. And below that, you can see I had to unplug that. So I unplugged 2 different items to get this out. And here's what the part looks like. This is the old one. You can see how the threads, it has no thread locker anymore. I don't know for sure if this is where it was leaking, but I saw some other people talk about this, and I highly suspect that this might be the culprit. So you see the thread locker on here. Over there, everything is missing. It looks very clean, like it slowly worked itself loose. after so many miles. And then before you go ahead and put the part, just make sure that things look similar and it's gonna plug in. So you see the one prong in there, and there's the one prong in there on this one, and the part number is right here, and I'll put it in the switch in the description below. So that's the switch, made in Spain, not China. Alrighty, so that's the part. I'll go ahead, swap it, start the car, turn on the AC, because these hybrids, if you don't turn on the AC, they will not turn on the internal combustion engine, the ICE engine. So I'll be right back. I'll clean up in there, put the new part, tighten it up, and this is the wrench I used. Let me see what part, how big it is. It's a 15/16 deep socket. All right, I'll be right back. So we got the engine started, it's running, and I do not see a leak. Previously it was just dripping like a faucet. It was crazy, and just like that the drip is gone. Easy fix. So I got a nice discount on this because of that leak, and apparently just like that it stopped. So if you have a vehicle that has the 3MZ FE engine, it's a V6 engine from Toyota, especially in the hybrids, Toyota Solara V6, some Toyota Camry V6, some Toyota Highlanders V6, Toyota Kluger RX 330. If you have a massive leak on the passenger side, check your oil pressure sensor. I'm very happy. Awesome. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so I just finished up the process. I've buttoned up the car together, and so far I haven't noticed any leak. The Highlander has idled here for maybe 2 minutes, then it shut off. I think it will be coming back on here shortly. So this is a high mileage vehicle, but it was pretty well taken care of. Show you guys the interior. It looks pretty clean. I just put that there so I don't get it dirty. You can see the driver's seat. Probably a single owner who did a lot of highway miles. That's the dash. It's got the sunroof, and it also has the third row optional seating. See if I can show you guys. The struts hold, and I have my little oil container right here. So as you guys can see, it's still pretty clean inside, and it has a little secret that some Highlander owners don't know, which is the cover for the space here in the back. It's right there. All right, so all in all, the job took me, I think, getting the tools and trying to figure out if that was actually the cause. Took me much longer time than the repair itself. So what you do is you just take off the wheel, and then once you take off the wheel, you take off that little cover plate which is on the side. Once you take off that, the next thing you're gonna see two connectors, one a little bit vertical and one horizontal, pointing towards the engine of the car. That's the oil pressure sensor, the one pointing towards the engine. You use the big socket, deep socket. Take your time, take it out, and when you go to tighten it up, don't go to town, don't go too crazy, because the engine block on here is aluminum. So just take your time. I did about maybe 9 revolutions, it was still going, but I stopped because if you remember, there was the Loctite material on there, and that should make a pretty good seal against future leaks. So that's what I had to share with you guys. If you have a massive oil leak just going like a drip on the passenger side, and it seems to be from the timing chain timing belt cover from behind there, don't listen to anybody who tells you that, hey, it's gonna be the rear main seal or some top cylinder gasket or whatever. Just change your oil pressure sensor. It's just $15 and about 20 minutes of your time, and it's worth the try before you start spending the big bucks. Thanks for watching. You can see the drip has stopped, and I'll see you guys on the next video.